Hey everybody, I hope that you are doing well today. Y'all, it is Wednesday, and that means that it is time for our Wednesday devotional. This opportunity for you to pause in the middle of your week, this opportunity for you to recalibrate, recenter yourself to God on a day like this one. And as we do that, what I want us to do today is to read a piece of scripture out of the Gospel of John, chapter 21. And this is the very last chapter in the Gospel of John. And so what we've seen is Jesus has resurrected from the grave. He has made his way past crucifixion and into his resurrected life, and he has approached his disciples already. And what we're going to see in this reading is him approach them again. So I'm going to read for us starting in the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verse 1. Let's hear the word of the Lord. It says, "After this, Jesus revealed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias, and he revealed himself in this way. Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee, the sons of Zebedee, and two others of his disciples were together. Simon Peter said to them, 'I'm going fishing.' They said to him, 'We will go with you.' They went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Just as day was breaking, Jesus stood on the shore, yet the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, 'Children, do you have fish?' They answered him, 'No.' He said to them, 'Cast the net on the right side of the boat, and you will find some.' So they cast it, and now they were not able to haul it in because of the quantity of fish." Now, I think this is a pretty amazing piece of scripture, because what we see is a group of people who are still wrapping their mind around the impact that Jesus made through the resurrection. This is the people that were closest to him. These were the people that had spent day to day with him, rubbing shoulders with him, walking and talking with him. But after his crucifixion, they were left kind of in the lurch a little bit. And I love Peter's reaction, because honestly, it's very real. He doesn't know what to do, so he says, "You know what? I'm going fishing. I'm going to go back to what I know best. Things didn't go the way that I planned, so let me go back to what I was doing before I met Jesus." I think that's something that we do often, that we find ourselves maybe in the lurch, maybe not sure, maybe trying to find where Jesus is, and what we end up doing is going back to the thing that we used to do, go back to the thing that we used to know. But of course, what that can lead to is emptiness, is this want for more. And so the disciples, these 7 of them, went out and they went fishing, and of course they caught nothing. But notice what Jesus tells them. He says, "Go throw your nets on the other side of the boat." I think that's a challenge for us this morning. Maybe we've been trying to live our lives one way for so long, and maybe we take a few steps in the right direction, but when things don't go our way, we go back to what we used to know. We go put our nets in the places that we are most comfortable. Maybe in a day like today, in a time like this one, Jesus is telling you, why don't you try throwing your nets on the other side? Why don't you try throwing your nets in a different way? Why don't you try living your life in this direction rather than that one? And what we see out of the disciples is that they catch more fish than they know what to do with, more fish than they can even haul in. And I love this, because as the scripture continues, Jesus has them bring those fish in, and he has breakfast with them, and they eat some of those fish together. See, I think that's what can happen in our lives, is that when we are putting our nets on the right side of the boat, then the side of the boat that Jesus calls us to, the side of the boat that Jesus tells us to put our fish on, when we catch that fish, what Jesus wants to do is commune with you and tell you, "Well done." Y'all, my challenge for us this week, our challenge this week, is simply that, to look at the areas of life where you have gone back to the way that things used to be. Maybe let's try throwing our nets on the other side of the boat. Y'all, I hope you have a great week, and we'll see y'all soon.